Maybe that is a good lead in to how the enterprise stack plays in. We know that for senior executives, they have a high level view of keeping customers, getting customers, being sustainable as an enterprise. They're looking at numbers around customer attrition, net new business. They're looking on the financial statements at gross margin, revenue, EBITDA, all of these things at that level. But as you move down below and we talk about actionable insights, we start to run into challenges and the fact that the contact center data should not be siloed, but often is. Those challenges are compounded by the fact that most organizations maybe have over 100 different marketing apps in their CMO stack. And there are dozens of productivity technologies that are aggregating data, maybe that's O365 and others. And then our customer-facing people on CRM technology. And so we've talked about all of this, and there's a drive to normalize data, to use data to reinform other applications, to drive automation. But it's a challenge. So getting to the numbers, and maybe you can share some of your thoughts on customer data platforms, ID resolution, and how you go through the process of taking into account integration.
So if we kind of break that down, Frank, so we talk about having diverse software origins. What I mean by that is in your contact center, you may have data that comes in from a lot of different systems, or data that exists in a lot of different systems. You have CRMs, call recording systems, chat platforms, a very vast ecosystems of solutions. The way we would address that or handle that is using maybe more Microsoft-centric solutions. What I mean by that is utilizing more Microsoft-based tools. So taking advantage of solutions like Dynamics 365, taking advantage of solutions like Teams, Azure, and doing integrations between these solutions. So there is a seamless integration and talking between these two systems. We want to make life of data transfer between platforms a lot easier, and going native in terms of Microsoft solutions is a very good way to do that. One of the issues that you face is data consistency. So different data in different systems. Now, when you move that data over, you have the potential of data discrepancies, data loss. How you ensure seamless data flow is, again, thinking of the extract, transform, load engine that you might use. Now, within the Microsoft space, you have Power Platform, and within Power Platform, you have a very strong tool, Power Automate. Now, using Power Automate, you can create workflows that ensure data consistency. You can create backups of those workflows as well. So whenever we do data-driven workflows, pulling data from one system to another, the architecture that you have to build is picking a good solution provider like Microsoft, and B, utilizing those solutions well enough to create backups and backups and backups to ensure that you never lose any data. We spoke a little bit about the real-time synchronization. Now, again, with the Azure space, you have data lakes available. You have Azure Synapse available, which is your entire cloud-based warehouse solution. What these allow you to do is you can compute very large amounts of data at fairly competitive pricing. You could even argue the pricing is fairly low given the output that you get. And you can take all of that and you can pump very strong insights very, very fast. There used to be a time when scalability would be a concern. We spoke a little bit about volume. Now, you have data that comes in for an hour, a day, a month, a year. A lot of organizations want comparisons for year over year, multi-years over year, the past 5-year view. The way that you get through these scalability concerns is, again, using the right platform, having the right data lake, using the right Azure service. We spoke a little bit about the customer data platform a little bit earlier. Now, how does a CDP really help you? When you talk about diverse types of softwares, when you talk about consistency issues, a CDP plays a central role in alleviating those specific concerns. It would connect that customer that's present in 5 different systems in one central place where their ID is resolved, where you can actually understand a customer experience that may have taken place in email, and you can correlate that to the next action that you might need to take in your CRM. So that CDP would really bring things together. Another really important thing today is security and compliance worries. Having the right solution, the right SaaS stack, maybe a Microsoft CDP, is all of those solutions have state-of-the-art compliance and security built in, and you can customize the security really based on your organization. You can give your executives the access that they need, you can give your marketers the access they need, and the solution stays very controlled. And of course, your data stays very secure and private as well.
I like that. So much of the CDP is very events based. It has the ability to drive journey. And so many of the applications that roll out today have two components, especially in the marketing realm: journey management and some form of AI. And yet it is still fractured. And what you're talking about is a much more holistic approach to managing data, to having that data be able to reinform and drive processes across all the different enterprise stack levels. It is almost an end state that seems to be in a perpetual flow.